A very good evening to you guys. My name is Kasita. I'm happy to be with you today. Today we are going to be looking at a very interesting topic. It's a grammar topic. The difference between adjectives with ed and adjectives with ing. What is the difference between interested and interesting? What is the difference between embarrassed and embarrassing? That's what we are going to look at in grammar today. However, before we get into the grammar, I want to share with you ways how you can improve your vocabulary. It's really important, guys, that you take down notes, because don't trust your memory. Your memory is not as good as you may think, okay? So don't trust your memory. I would advise you to take down some notes. This is really golden. This is gold, okay? Now, we have been using this method for long. Many students have used it and they've succeeded. So I would really advise you to use it. Now, getting a B2 is hard, okay? It's not easy. That is the truth. I'm being honest. It's not easy. Some people have the wrong attitude that it's easy. It's not, okay? Getting a B2 is not easy. However, failing the exam is harder, okay? Failing the exam is harder. So you have a choice, either to work harder and get a B2, or not to work harder, just to do the basic, and you fail to get a B2, because believe me, you can only get a B2 after working hard and smart. So one of the problems people have in listening, in reading, is because they have limited vocabulary. If your vocabulary is limited, you cannot understand a text, because most of the words in the text are new to you. So you will not be able to understand what is in the text. So what is the solution? The solution to understanding the text is increasing your vocabulary. Because if you have more vocabulary, it means you will understand what you are reading. Why is vocabulary important when we are reading? Number one, it helps you understand the question. Vocabulary helps you understand where the answer is, the location, and still, because majority of the questions in FCE are multiple choice, vocabulary helps you to get the answer from the multiple choice. So it's really important that you improve your vocabulary. So today I'm going to share with you a plan to improve your vocabulary, okay? Yeah, how can you improve your vocabulary? We have 3 steps, okay? Moment. Okay. Now, this is easy. There are 3 simple steps. Number 1, you have to read and listen to English, okay? You have to read and listen to a lot of English. What do we mean by reading? I'm going to share with you what I mean by that. Number 2, you must record any new words that you read or hear. When you are reading something and you come across something new, a new word, for example, you come across a word dichotomy. You don't know the meaning, write it down, okay? Because later we shall see that at the end of the week, after finding out the meaning, you will have to come back and make a review. So you need to write down the words that you read. Then finally, the last step is to review. Now, let me break down these steps. We have said reading. Now, how do you read? First of all, get material you are interested in. Some people are interested in politics, others are interested in economics, some people are interested in education, others are interested in a couple of things. Go and get a book about the stuff that you enjoy. the stuff that you like. Maybe you want to read about productivity. Go and read about productivity. Maybe you want to read about, a moment, Rosita, just give me a second. Maybe you want to read about success. Maybe you want to read about astronomy. Go and get a book about astronomy. Why? Because when you read something that you enjoy, you don't get tired, you are motivated, and you read a lot. So don't read boring topics. No, read topics that you enjoy. Maybe you want to read about raising kids. Maybe you want to read about teaching English. So get a book about the topic that you like. Now, after getting a book that you like, when you are reading, remember, you read with a notebook. Don't read as if you are reading newspapers. Don't read as if you're reading a periodical. No, you read with a notebook. When you come across a new word, write it down in your notebook. After writing it down, try to guess the meaning before you check the dictionary. Try to guess the meaning. If you cannot get the meaning in context, then you can check the dictionary. I would advise you to use either the Cambridge or the Oxford Dictionary or Longman Dictionary. Oxford, Cambridge, or Longman. They are the most genuine dictionaries that I know. There are others, but those are one of the most genuine dictionaries. Okay? Now, when you are reading, because you like what you are reading about, you need to make sure it is routine. Okay? Make it routine. Like eating food. Say, I'm going to devote 1 hour to reading. Okay? Where can you get the material? You can download the material. You can download the material. There is a website. I'm going to share it with you in the chat. There is a website. You can download any book that you want about anything. Maybe you are interested in history. Maybe you are interested in religion. Maybe you are interested in engineering, construction, and things like that. You can download any book, print it, and read it. When you are doing that, guys, make it a routine. What do we mean by a routine? Something you do every day. So that is how we read. That is how you improve your vocabulary. Now, after reading, step number two is listening, okay? This is very easy. Everyone has a smartphone now. I'm very sure everyone has a smartphone. Just go on your smartphone, go to YouTube. You can search for any topic that you want. Maybe you want to listen to, I'm very fascinated by economics. I like economics a lot. So maybe you are fascinated by economics. You go to YouTube and you type in economics podcast, okay? Economic podcast. The word is podcast. Let me write it here. Podcast, okay? It can be about, the podcast can be about economics. It can be about art. It can be about music. It can be about grammar. It can be about politics. It can be about religion, whatever. Listen to that podcast. When you hear something you don't understand, write it down in your notebook. Make a note. Why are we making notes? We are going to see the reason why. Okay, so there is a lot of free resources. You can use podcasts. You can download. When you are on Apple, you can use Apple Music. There is a lot of podcasts there. There is a lot of material. Now, that is listening. When you finish listening, now you need a notebook, a special notebook, other than the notebook that you use here in class. You need a special notebook for vocabulary. Now, what do you use that vocabulary for? By the way, the notebook doesn't have to be very expensive. It just has to have space, okay? It doesn't have to be very expensive. It just has to have space. Now, if you don't want to use a notebook, you can use your cell phone. If you find a new word, you can record it by speaking or by writing, okay? There are many applications, yeah? So you write it down either in a notebook or on a cell phone. Now, don't just write down the word. You can write down the meaning, okay? The meaning, significado. You can write the synonym, okay? You can write the antonym. You can write collocations. You can also write down phrases using that word. Okay? Yeah, for example, when you come across a word, let's say the word is elegant. What is the synonym for elegant? The synonym for elegant is the synonym for elegant, you note it down. What is the antonym? You note it down. What is the collocation for elegant? You write it down. What are the phrases used with the word elegant? You write it down. So from one word, you can learn 5 new words from just one word, but you have to make notes. It's important that you make notes, okay? So let's continue. Okay, then review. I would advise my students to review at the end of the week, okay? When you are relaxing there on a Sunday, get your notebook, go through the words that you wrote throughout the week. Why do we review? You review because you cannot remember everything. So you're making a review to remember. Still, in making a review, you can say, I'm going to write a story using the list of vocabulary which I gathered in this week. I'm going to write a story. The story may be true or it may be fiction. That's okay. Or you can make a recording on your cell phone when you are listening to yourself using the words. Okay, another thing that I didn't tell you, search also for the correct pronunciation. It is very okay to know the meaning, but also the pronunciation. Then when you're, I think I've explained reviewing, you have to do it weekly, not monthly, and not daily, but weekly. Go through the list of the words that you gathered. In the meantime, you are improving your reading because you're reading a lot of material. You're improving your vocabulary. Vocabulary is not improved by using vocabulary lists because those are limited. But reading a book is really rewarding. Okay? Now, what resources can you use? You can watch BBC News. Okay? It is British English. They have BBC News which you can watch on TV or on your cell phone on YouTube. There is BBC News which you can listen to. There is BBC Radio. There is BBC, the website, where you can read. You can read about South America. You can read about what they are saying about Ecuador. What are the British people talking about Ecuador? What are they writing about Peru or Brazil? Okay. Then there is also a website called The Guardian. Okay, it is like BBC, but a bit smaller than UBC. You can use an application called Stitcher. There are many podcasts. They talk about success, they talk about jobs, they talk about productivity, they talk about stress, they talk about education. There is also another application called Memrise. Then you can also use YouTube, okay? You can also listen to TED Talks. There is a TED Talk for every topic that you know. There is a TED Talk for psychology. There is a TED Talk for behavior. There is a TED Talk for discipline. There is a TED Talk for passion. Everything that you may like to read or listen to. Now, these TED Talks are found on YouTube, okay? If you want to practice, you go to Quizlet. Maybe you're going to practice words with the collocation get. You use Quizlet, okay? So that's it, that's it, that's it. Then finally, moment. Yeah, that is the vocabulary
Mr.
improvement
Quesita, I have a
plan.
question.
Yes,
Excuse me.
please. Yeah. Yes, I'm listening to the question. Open the microphone.
Sorry, I have a question. Is possible you say me every aspect or every resources I looked in internet only writing in the Google, and I have these resources.
You just write in Google, yeah. Like you just write in Google. You just say, let me show you an example here.
The BBC News, it's up because I look for the CN News. And
that is
BBC
a website.
News, it's the app.
Yeah. You don't need an app. You can read the news directly. You can read BBC News directly. You can say BBC News in English. Then you have it here. Yeah, it is there. You can look at any story that you want. Okay? Any story that you want. Okay, let me say we want to read about COVID pandemic was preventable. Let's look at that story. Okay, then you start reading the story. Okay, the panel. What is the meaning of panel? You write it down if it interests you. What is the meaning of vulnerable? You write it down. What is the meaning of toxic cocktail? You write it down. Okay, yeah. Or maybe you can come to YouTube and you say TED Talk on YouTube on productivity. And these are free resources. They are free. I'm not going to play the video because my internet is not so good. So that's it, guys. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. The reason why I gave you those examples is because they are genuine. The English used on BBC is genuine English. So I'm very sure of that. And on TED Talk, the podcasts are formal, they are organized, and they are scrutinized. Before you make a presentation, people go through what you're going to present. So that's it. Now, how will you measure your progress? How do you know that you're progressing? Okay. How do you know that you're progressing? Because it may be after 1 month, but you don't see a difference. We know that a goal has to be smart. Okay. Characteristics of a good goal. A goal has to be smart. Now, by smart, it has to be specific. Okay. Like, I need to learn 100 words. I need to learn 100 words. Okay. Then it has to be measurable. Okay. I need to be able to read and understand texts. Then a good goal has to be, what does the R stand for? Remind me, guys, what does the R stand for? Yeah? What does the R stand for? It has to be realistic. By realistic, we mean you can do it in your capacity. You can do it in your capacity. And finally, T stands for time bound. Okay? You set a time limit for your goal. Okay? Specific, measurable, and it is bounded. Bounded means you have set boundaries to it. So, how do you measure your progress? After 1 month, maybe. Okay, let's make them 2 months. Okay, have you improved your vocabulary by 100 words after 1 month? If yes, you're making progress. If no, you're not making progress, but you can improve. Okay? Yeah. And let me tell you something, guys. When we are starting the FCE class, we normally have 20 students. Okay? When the FCE class is starting, we normally have 20 students. But at the end of 3 months, we have 5. Why? Because people have given up. People think things are very difficult. People think this is too much. People think this is a lot of stress. And then they have to start all over and join another course. Then they stop after 2 months. So what do you have to do? Even if things are difficult, you don't have to quit. You have to continue fighting and fighting and fighting. Why? Because life is not for people who take it lightly. Life is hard. Life is a challenge. So you can as well challenge yourself that I'm gonna finish this because I started it. So that's it. Questions before we go to our grammar lesson for today? Questions, guys? Questions?
No.
No questions. Okay. Okay, today we are gonna look at, have I ever used a video in this class? Yes, guys, have I ever used a video? No. I've never used a video. Okay, guys, the topic today, our topic for today is the difference between adjectives with ed and adjectives with ing. Okay? The difference between adjectives ending in ed and adjectives ending in ing. Let me share my whiteboard. Okay. So our topic today is what? Oh, the letters are very huge. Okay, can you give me examples of adjectives ending in ed, guys? Can you give me examples of adjectives ending in ed? I beg your pardon?
Boring.
Tired.
We have tired.
Excited. Excited.
Okay, we have excited. Another one?
Exhausted.
Exhausted.
There is exhausted. Another one?
Boring.
Bored. Okay, another? Another one? Give me another one, guys. Any other? Beg your pardon. Can you speak louder?
Developed.
Developed. Okay. Any other apart from that? Apart from those ones that we have, any other?
Straight.
I don't know if I've written what you told me, but that's all. Okay, then give me the same adjectives, but in ing.
Tiring.
Adjectives ending in ing. We have tiring, then exciting, okay, then exhausting, okay,
Boring.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Boring, we have interesting, okay, then 6, developing, then number 7, stressing. Now, please pay attention. Pay a lot of attention. Now, we have tired, tiring, excited, exciting, exhausted, exhausting, bored, boring, interested, interesting, developed, developing, stressed, stressing. What is the difference? Okay, the difference is easy. We use, when you say, I am bored, what are you describing?
The feeling.
If you say, I'm bored, what are you describing?
The feeling.
Person.
Okay, are you describing a person or the feeling?
The feeling.
The feeling.
Yeah, ed describe the feeling. And what things can have feeling? Give me examples of things that can have feeling.
Humans.
We have people and they're only two.
Animals.
And animals. Why only people and animals? Because only them have feelings. Yeah, they are the only ones with feelings. So when we use ed, adjective, we are describing the feeling. And it is only used for people and animals. On the other hand, if you say this class is boring, what are you describing? You're describing the thing. You're describing, here we describe the cause of the feeling. And we can use it for people. We can use it for animals. We can use it for things. We can use ing adjectives for situations. You can also use it for ideas. And here we are describing the cause of the feeling. Now, don't be confused. Ed, any adjective ending in ed is used to describe the feeling. I feel tired. Why? Because the work was tiring. When you describe anything in ing, adjective in ing, you're describing the cause. Do we understand the difference? Guys, do we understand the difference? Yes, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Does it make sense? Does it make sense to you?
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Okay, so let me give you an example. You say, I'm tired because work was tiring. I'm excited because the concert was exciting. I'm exhausted because the journey was exhausting. I'm bored because the TV program is boring. I'm interested in listening to him because he is interesting. The country is developed because the policies, the economic situation is developing. I am stressed because the students are stressing. Do you get the idea, guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what do we describe when when the adjective is in ed? What are we describing?
Feeling.
People and animals.
We are describing the feelings of people and animals. And what are we describing with the adjective in ing?
Because of the
The
feeling.
cause of the
The
feeling.
cause of the feeling,
Cause of the
exactly.
feeling.
Tell me that you understand. Do you understand? Guys, do you understand?
I got it.
Okay, okay. Imagine, I want you to imagine that you are explaining to Janet, you're going to explain to Veronica. Veronica, imagine Veronica has no idea. This is her first time to listen to the difference between ed and ing. Please explain to her in the basic way possible the difference between the two types of adjectives.
Okay. Veronica, we have two differences, adjectives. The adjectives that ending in ed, you use ed when you are describing feelings, but you can describe the feelings of people and animals, no more. Yeah. And when you have adjectives ending in an ing, it's different because you are describing the cause of the feeling. And it can be for people, animals, things, situations, or ideas. Do you understand, Veronica?
Okay, Veronica is not responding. Okay, yeah, okay. Yes. Veronica, is it okay?
Yes, this is okay.
Yeah, okay. Soraya, hello, Soraya. Hello, Soraya.
Hello.
Yeah, I want you to explain to Adela, okay? Imagine she's a new student. She has no idea. I want you to explain to her the difference between adjectives ending in ed and adjectives ending in ing and give her an example.
Okay. To Adela, no?
Yeah, Adela, yeah.
Okay.
She's listening.
Okay, Adela. We have two types of adjectives, an adjective ending in ed and an adjective ending in ing. Adjectives ending in ed, we use that for describes the feeling of peoples or feeling of animals, because both are the only only subjects
With emotions.
with the noun something.
Okay.
Okay, and adjectives ending in ing, we use this for describe the cause of the feeling, and we we have to mention this of people, on people, animal, things, ideas, and situations. Okay,
Okay.
um, for example, I can say, okay, she is she is very exhausted about the excursion. And another example with adjective ending in ing, you have this. Okay, this subject of school is so boring.
Okay.
Like
Thank
that.
you very much, Soraya. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Okay, Adela, is it okay? Okay, guys. So, do we understand the difference between ed and ing adjectives?
Yes.
Can you explain to a person who has not attended class today and they understand? Can you? Yes, guys, can you explain to a person who has not come to class today, like Veronica, Demira, and Maria Fernanda, they are not here. Can you explain to them when they come back and they understand? Is it possible?
If it is possible, but
Yeah, it's possible. It's very possible. So now let me ask you, a person may ask, why do we have people this side and we have people the other side? Yes, a person can be tired when the reason to cause him to be tired is another person. For example, a mother may be tired because she was carrying a baby and the baby was tiring. Carrying the baby caused her to become tiring. Okay, can an idea, we use that when you want to use ing, we use it for people, animals, things, situations, ideas, and places. For example, you can visit cinema and it is a boring place. So you become bored because you are in a cinema which is boring. I think we get the idea. Do we, guys? Do you get the idea? Guys, do we get the idea?
Yes.
Yes.
Have you written down some notes?
yes.
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 Personal notes, not using the words of Casita, using your own words. Because when you are reading your notes, you don't share them with anyone. They are your notes. Have you taken down something? Have you written down something to help you remember? Have you, guys? Okay, you need to write down something. Because this is not a sermon in the church, yeah, where you don't need to write anything. You have to note down something. Okay, so that's it. That's it. That's it. Can I continue? Can we go into activities?
Yes.
Okay, in case you need these slides, I will share them after. Okay, I will share them after. So don't worry, do not be worried. I'm gonna share a slide with activities that we are going to do about this topic. Okay, okay. Yeah, let me get someone. Maria Pindo, are you there, Maria? Hello, Maria.
Yes,
Okay, can you read what we have on the screen, please?
sure.
Okay.
Look at this sentence from the extract and answer the question below.
Okay.
Number 1. I was thrilled to hear the adults scream and elated that it had frightened them.
Okay.
It was my first time on a
Motorbike. Yeah.
motorbike. It was exciting and I wanted more.
Okay.
Number 1, which of the underlined words refer to how it once felt? Number 2, which of the underlined word refers to what made him feel like that?
Okay, let me give you one strategy, Maria Pindo. If you want to become more fluent, you can read faster. You can just read faster. You read the sentence, then you take it away. But thank you very much. Now, guys, question number 1. We have, I was thrilled to hear the adults scream and elated that it had frightened them. It was exciting and I wanted more. Question 1, we have the word thrilled. We have, no, I don't need a box. We have thrilled, elated, and exciting. Which of the underlined words refer to how Iwan felt? Which words refer to how Iwan felt? Which words, guys? Open the microphones and tell me.
Thrilled.
Thrilled and?
Elated.
Thrilled and elated. What are they describing?
The feeling.
The feeling which Iwan had, exactly. And which words refer to what made him feel like that?
Exciting.
Exciting, correct. So, thrilled and elated describe how he felt. Then exciting describes what made him feel like that. Okay? Is that okay, guys? Can we continue?
Yes.
Yes.
Thrilled and elated. Thrilled means you are astonished, you are surprised, like watching an action movie and you don't know what's going to happen. That is a thriller. Elated means extremely happy. Instead of saying I'm very happy, you can say I'm elated or I'm delighted. That is an adjective which means very extremely happy. Okay? Yeah, can I continue, guys?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that is the list of adjectives. But that is not a complete list. That is not a complete list. It is just part of the bigger list. Give me a second. Give me a second. Just a second. Okay. Really? What's happening? Okay, can you see the questions, guys? Guys, can you see the questions that I'm sharing?
Yes.
Okay, Sandra, can you please read the instructions?
Yes. Candidates often confuse. Yes, that.
A moment. I don't know what's happening with my slides. Give me a second. I don't know what's happening. There, continue, please.
Okay, candidates often confuse adjectives with ed and adjectives with ing. Circle the correct adjective in italics in this sentence.
Okay. Candidates, by candidates, they are talking about you guys. You normally confuse adjectives with ed and adjectives with ing. Circle the correct adjective in italics in these sentences. Okay. When we went to Disneyland, I think we found it more than our parents. What is the correct option? When we went to Disneyland, I think we found it more amusing and amused than our parents. What is the correct option? Amusing. Why? What are we describing?
Because
Describe
the Disneyland.
We are describing the feeling of the guys who visited Disneyland. Maybe they were kids. So this we are describing their feeling. It can be very when friends arrive late for a film. It can be very when friends arrive for a film. It can be very irritating or it can be very irritated.
irritating.
Irritating. Why? What are we describing?
Describe the feeling.
Which kind of feeling? What feeling are we describing?
Was about something.
Yeah, we are describing how you feel when the friends arrive late for a film. Okay. You will never get bored or boring at night in Berlin because the night is wonderful. The nightlife is wonderful. You will never get bored or boring at night in Berlin because nightlife is wonderful. Get bored, get boring.
Bored.
Get bored.
Bored. The first
Okay,
option.
with ed. Why? Are we describing the feeling or the cause?
Describe the feeling.
Yeah, we are describing the
The
feeling.
feeling.
When you are in Berlin. Why can't you get bored? Because nightlife is wonderful. Number 4, I'm very confused or confusing about what you are offering in your advertisement. I'm very confused or confusing?
I am very confused.
Confused. Okay, and what is the cause of this feeling?
For the advertisement?
Yeah, the offer in the advertisement is causing the feeling of being confused. Okay, we continue. The situation was very, we have embarrassed and embarrassing for me, and I felt uncomfortable. The situation was very embarrassed or embarrassing?
Embarrassing.
ING, ED.
ING.
Why? Why can't we say the situation was embarrassed?
Because it's describing the
cause.
We are describing the cause. Can I say the situation was embarrassed? Can a situation be embarrassed?
No.
Why? Why not?
That is just for people and animals.
Yeah, that is, a situation has no emotions. A situation doesn't have feelings like people. So a situation is embarrassing, but not embarrassed. Finally, number 6, I was really excited or exciting and wanted to see as much of the city as possible. Was really excited or was really exciting? Which one is correct, guys, and why?
Excited.
Excited.
Yeah, what are we trying to describe?
Describe people.
Feeling.
We are describing the
Describe
feeling. Whose
the feeling.
feeling? The feeling about what? The feeling about the what?
About the city.
About
Yeah,
the
the
place.
feeling about the place in this context, the city. Okay, is that clear? Is that clear, guys?
Yes.
Casita.
Yes, please. Yeah.
On the number 2.
Yes.
Is the situation. This is why it's ing on the number 2.
We are describing the cause.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is the cause of being irritating? What is the cause of why is she irritated? Because friends arrive late.
Friends arrive late.
Correct. Correct. So we are using irritating.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Can I continue, guys, to another activity? Guys, can I continue to another activity? Okay.
Yes, go ahead.
Just a second. Okay. Use the word given in capitals at the end of these sentences to form a word with ed or ing that fits the gap. Okay, I need some volunteers, guys. I need some volunteers. Yeah, someone help us with number 1. Any volunteer? I need a good Samaritan. Yes?
Yes.
Yeah, anyone, please. Your name and you take us through question 1. Yeah. Everyone?
Everyone watches Pietro at Paris because he's just An astonished dancer.
Everyone watches Pietro at parties because he's just an astonished or astonishing dancer.
With
Astonished.
dancer.
Astonished.
ing,
Astonished.
ing,
ED.
ed.
ED. For me,
ING.
ED. For me, ED.
ing,
ED for me.
Problems in the church. Okay. Everyone watches Pietro at parties because he's just an
ing,
dancer. ed ing. Ing. Why ing?
ING.
What are we describing in that sentence?
Because he's
the characteristic,
the cause.
What is this because doing here?
cause,
Yeah, what are they trying to explain?
reason,
The reason why
everyone watch Pietro.
Pietro.
everyone watches Pietro. So, is he an astonished dancer or an astonishing dancer?
Astonished.
Sings, ing.
Okay, some people are saying ed,
ING.
others are saying ing. So,
Astonishing.
okay, if everyone enjoys looking at you, are you the feeling or the cause of the feeling?
Feeling.
Cause of the feeling.
Feeling.
It
You are
goes.
the cause.
The cause
You are the
of the
cause
feeling.
why everyone enjoys looking at you. So everyone is astonished because he's an astonishing dancer. Number two, I need a volunteer for number two. Another volunteer for number two. Yeah, anyone? A volunteer for number two, guys. Need a volunteer for number two.
We.
Okay, Milton, go for it.
Okay. We were quite by the attitude of the other students. Puzzled.
Okay. Puzzled or puzzling?
with D. Puzzle.
ed,
ED.
What are we describing in the sentence?
feeling,
Because it describes the feeling.
The feeling. Yeah, we were quite puzzled
Marilyn.
by the attitude of the students. Yeah, what is the meaning of puzzled, guys? What is the meaning of puzzled? Do you know a puzzle? Guys, do you know a puzzle?
Is a synonym of difficult?
Correct. Difficult or confusing?
Or confused?
Or confusing or ambiguous or daunting. Yeah, very many. Okay, let's continue. Number three, I need another volunteer. Paola, you raised your hand up. Yeah, help us with number three, Paola.
Okay. It is very to be able to apply things we learn in the classroom to our free time activities.
Okay. So it's very
Motivating with ing.
Why motivating with ing?
Because it describes the cause.
We are describing the cause of the feeling of being able to apply things we learn in the classroom to our free time activities. Correct. Yeah, another volunteer for number four. A different volunteer.
Me?
Yeah?
Worried.
Yeah, me. Let's go. Me.
Anita looked quite worried when she left the police station.
Worried or worrying?
Worried.
Worried.
ED.
Worried.
With ed, yeah, why? What are we describing in that sentence? What are we talking about?
Because it describes the
Describes the feeling.
The
of
feeling
person.
which Anita had,
And-
yeah, when she left the police station, correct. Yeah, another volunteer for number five. Another volunteer.
The film was not particularly amusing.
The film was not particularly amusing. Why? Why? Amusing is correct, but why?
Because it is the cause, the film.
Yeah, it is the film is the cause of the feeling. So we are describing that cause. Okay, another volunteer, guys. Another volunteer for number 6.
Me.
Yes?
We were pretty exhausted by the time we got to the top of the mountain.
Yeah, why is exhausted correct?
Because it's talking about the feeling.
The feeling which? Who's feeling?
We.
Yeah, the feeling
Oh,
of
they
the
are
we.
feeling they.
Yeah, by the time they go to the top of the mountain. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
Do you understand, guys, what is happening here? Guys, do you understand what we are doing?
Yes.
I do.
Don't say here in the evening class, I normally hear you, how are you guys? I am tired. Okay. Yeah, I'm tired. Okay. Why? Because work was tired. Can work be tired? Is it possible for work to be tired? Why not? Why is this wrong? Why is this incorrect?
Because work doesn't have feelings.
Work has no feelings.
Yeah.
Work has no emotions. So if you say work is tired, I really feel pain within my heart. So now you won't make that mistake again, yes? Yes, guys?
Yes.
What is the correct way to phrase it? What is the correct way?
Work was tiring.
Correct. Work was tiring. Okay, so can we continue to something else? Another activity?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, no problem. No problem. Let's continue. Okay, we continue to word formation. Now, for your information, word formation is part of reading and use of English, part 3. But we are not looking at that today. We're just gonna know how you can play around with words and you come up with an answer. So I need someone who has not participated yet to participate here. Let me read the instructions. Use the word given in capitals at the end of each sentence to form a word that fits the gap. We are going to get one of these words here. This one. Then we modify the word into an ed or ing adjective. So that's what we are gonna do. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, I need someone who has not yet participated to help us with question 1. Yes? Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, someone who hasn't participated yet, help us with question 1.
What an amazing band.
Okay. What an amazing band. Continue.
I never expected they'd be that good.
Yeah, what an amazing band. I never expected they'd be that good. An amazing band, an amazed band.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Amazing. Yeah. Can you give me a justification?
Because the band doesn't have feeling.
The band doesn't have feelings. So what are we describing here? What are we describing in number 1? Guys, what are we describing?
A thing.
Thing which causes people to be amazed. So it is an amazing band. When you watch them, you become amazed. Yeah, another participant. I'm giving you an opportunity, guys, to speak in public.
Okay, me, number 2.
Yes, yes. They
They
found.
found the journey so that they fell asleep as soon as they arrived.
Okay.
So exhausting. With
So
ing.
exhausting. Okay. Can someone give us a justification why exhausting is correct? Why is exhausting correct?
Because
The
the journey
is not a
was the
feeling.
cause of the feeling.
Yeah, we are describing the cause why they were tired, why they fell asleep. And what was the cause? The journey. Yeah. Number 3, another volunteer for number 3, guys.
Me.
Me?
Okay, me. Let's go me. Mimi.
Veronica.
Yeah, Veronica, please.
Carla.
Okay.
Yeah, Carla, you
Okay.
can have number 4. Yeah,
Yeah,
Veronica,
okay,
go
number
for
3.
number 3. Yeah.
Okay, it's a puzzling problem. I don't really know what to do about it.
Yeah, puzzled problem, puzzling problem.
Puzzling? Big,
Okay, why?
big problem. Because it's explaining about I don't know.
The cause.
The cause of problem?
Yeah, it's like how the problem makes people feel.
Okay.
Yeah, it is when you are puzzled, it is because the problem is puzzling. Remember, this is uneasy. I just want you to have this justification. ED, we are describing the feeling. ING, we are describing the cause of the feeling. And always, ING is for other things which are not people, are not animals. Okay. So number 4, Carla, you were fighting for number 3. You have number 4 now. You can have it all by yourself.
Yes. Jacket fell with his exam results. He had hoped to do better.
Okay.
Disappointed. Disappointed.
Justification.
Because, describe a feeling because she felt.
We are describing
feeling.
how Jack felt. And how did Jack feel? Yeah, how did Jack feel?
Yeah, yeah.
How did he feel?
He
felt disappointed. Yeah, he felt
nervous
disappointed.
because he hoped to do better in the exam.
Yeah, but unfortunately, he didn't. So he felt disappointed. Yeah, number 5. Yeah, number 5, another volunteer.
You can spend.
Yes?
Janet.
Yes, please.
You can expect children to work hard if they don't feel easy, motivated.
Motivated. Yeah, why are you using motivated, Janet?
Because it's talking about the feeling of children.
Yeah, we are describing the feeling of children. And how do they feel? They feel motivated. Yeah, finally, number 6, another volunteer. There is a volunteer there. Milton. There is another one. Okay, Mr.
Milton.
Sure.
We were astonished by the way they shooted at us.
Yeah, why astonished, Milton?
Because it describes about the way how they feel when they shot it.
Yeah, how they felt when they were shouted at. So that is what we are describing. Okay, tell me that you understand, guys. Do you understand? Guys, do you
100%.
understand?
Yes.
Are you
I
sure?
got it.
Don't make the other incorrect English you normally use when you have just entered. You're describing your day. Nothing was interested in my week. Nothing was interested. My week was bored. So nothing was interested. What is the mistake in that sentence? Yeah? This is what people say. Nothing was interested. My weekend was bored. What is the problem with that, with those two sentences, guys?
Interesting.
Nothing was,
Nothing
why is it wrong
nothing
to say interested? Nothing was interested. Why is it incorrect?
Nothing is not a feeling.
Nothing.
Yeah, so I am supposed to say, what is the correct way to say it?
Nothing was interesting.
Nothing was interesting, okay? My
Yes,
weekend was
Boring.
boring. Don't say the weekend was bored. The weekend doesn't have life. Therefore, it doesn't have feelings. It doesn't have nerves. Okay, tell me to continue to the next activity. Can I?
Yes.
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 Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
Let's go.
no problem. No problem.
Let's go on.
Okay, so no, for this activity, guys, I'm gonna give you 2 minutes. Giving you 2 minutes to answer. Everyone, write only the answers in your notebook, and then we look for the correct answer. Yeah, put the answer in your notebook, and then we get the correct answer. And then we check. So we have 2 minutes. It is 21 past 8. At 23, we finish. So write the answers in your notebook, guys. Write the answers in your notebook. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Put down answers in your notebook. Put down answers in your notebook. Guys, it is incumbent upon you to participate in class. One of the ways to learn about public speaking is by speaking to small groups. You have an opportunity to speak to adults here. Yeah, so whenever there is an opportunity to participate, you should participate. You may not have to, but you should. It's a really a good idea. Okay, I feel bad that I can't see you because I don't know what happened to my Zoom. I don't know. One minute remaining. Just 1 minute, guys. Okay, time up, time up, time up, time up, time up. He's an amazing person. He's an amazed person.
ING.
ING.
Do you know a justification?
Yes.
Because of the
Because how he's feeling.
How he's feeling or why?
Because we are talking about
that he's not afraid to do anything.
It's an opinion about
The person.
It's an opinion about a person. Okay. Yeah, Joseph can really be when he's in a silly mood.
irritated.
ED.
ED-ING.
ING.
Is that a question or an answer? ING?
ING.
ING.
Okay. Joseph can be really when he's in a silly mood. Joseph can be really irritated when in a silly mood, or Joseph can be really irritating.
irritating.
Irritated.
Irritated.
We
It
have
is
ED
confusing.
and ING.
ED.
Yeah.
ING.
ED.
ED, ING, ING, ED. ING, ED, ED, ING. What is the correct? Okay, give me your answers and give me a justification. Yeah. What are we talking about?
It is confusing.
Okay, let me put this question here. Are we describing how Joseph feels or how Joseph makes other people feel?
How does other people feel?
Is describing the Joseph feelings?
Are we describing the feelings of Joseph or how he makes other people feel?
How the people feel.
How he makes other people feel. Okay. Yes?
Other people. ING, other people.
We are talking about the reaction of other people towards Joseph. So is that how people feel or why they feel what they feel?
Why people feel.
What they feel or why they feel the way they feel?
Why they feel the way they feel.
Yeah, why they feel the way they feel. So that makes it ING.
Yeah.
So he can be really irritating to other people when he's in a silly mood. Yeah, number 3. I'm not interested in learning. I'm not interested in learning.
ED.
ED.
ED because describe the feeling.
The feeling of what? The feeling of what?
The feeling of the person.
When he's learning to drive. Yeah. Number 4, it was really embarrassing. I burnt all the sausages when my friends came over for a barbecue. Embarrassing or embarrassed?
Embarrassing.
Embarrassing.
Why? Do you care to explain why? Okay. In my high school, I'm a high school teacher. My students don't like me because I ask why. So I prevent them from participating. By the reason why I'm asking why is because I want to know that you understand why the answer is the answer. Because any person can give you an answer. I can guess a correct answer. But do I know the reason why the answer is the answer? That is why I'm asking you why. So number 5, I was quite disappointed or disappointing not to win the tennis match after I trained so hard. Was quite disappointed, was quite disappointing.
ED.
Disappointed with
ED.
ED, what are we describing?
the feeling of the person.
The feeling of the person after failing to win the tennis match. I don't find computer games at all. What is the correct one?
ING.
ING.
ING. We are describing how they make you feel or why they make you feel the way you feel. Okay. So that's all. That's all. That's all. Can I continue?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have another. Okay, we have a simple activity here. It's a speaking activity, but I don't know if we have sufficient time. Okay, I'm gonna need to use a notebook. Let me divide you. Okay, we are going to have student A. Student A, how many students do we have? We have 12. Okay, so one student will be speaking with me, maybe. Okay, so we have Janet. Janet, your student A. Sandra, student A. Milton, student A. Carla, student A. Adela, student A. Student B, we have Paola, student B. Soraya, student B. Maria Pindo, student B. Allison, student B. Veronica M. The other Veronica, Veronica Demera. Hello, Veronica Demera. Hello,
Yes,
Veronica.
Yeah, hello, teacher Casita. I'm so sorry. I think that I thought that today was Tuesday, so I forgot my class. Just let me listen a little bit the class, okay?
Correct. I just want you to observe and listen as these gringos and gringas are creating their conversations, okay?
Okay, teacher, so sorry. I'm
Okay,
lost.
that's okay, that's okay, that's okay. We are human. Okay, guys. So let me display this, guys. So this is student A. Student A, you're going to complete these questions and I will give you a partner who you are going to ask the questions. So complete them. I don't know, you're going to take a picture. Yeah, let me share that picture in WhatsApp. Let me share the picture in WhatsApp. Just a second. Give me just a second. I'm going to share that picture on WhatsApp. Student A, you complete your questions. After completing the questions, you ask them to student B. Then student B, you're also going to complete the questions. I get you a partner, then you present your conversation. Just give me a minute. I'm gonna share the pictures on on WhatsApp. So this is group 5. Okay, just a second, guys. My internet is not so good. Okay, just a second, just a second, just a second. When you are student A, use questionnaire A. When you are student B, use questionnaire B. Please check your WhatsApp. The messages are already there. Student A, complete the questions for questionnaire A. Student B, complete the questionnaire for moment. I'm gonna give you how many? I'm gonna give you something like So if you are student A, complete questionnaire A. When you are student B, complete questionnaire B. After there, then we organize a conversation. I'm gonna give you exactly 4 minutes. We have 4 minutes to complete. Okay, exactly 4 minutes, guys. 4 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 minutes. Student A, complete questionnaire A. Student B, complete questionnaire B. When you finish, we are going to have a conversation. Yes?
Hello. Sorry, when we have, for example, the happy.
Let us have, by the way, guys, important. Let us use only adjectives with ed and ing. Let us use adjectives with ed and ing. If you have a problem finding them, that's not a problem. I'm going to share with you this list. You can use the list. Let me put it in the chat still. Let me put it in our group. Moment. I'm going to put it in the chat here. It's on. Just a second, guys. Just a second. Yeah, use those ed and ing adjectives. Use that list when you're completing your what? Your sentences. Use that list, please.
Really relax it.
Remember, 3 minutes to complete. 3 minutes to complete.
I will be someone which was really relaxing. La segunda. When was the last time you felt absolutely frustrated?
Thank you for the answers.
Okay, guys. Time up, time up, time up. Ready? Are we ready, guys? Guys, are we ready? Almost. Okay. So this is what is going to happen. I'm going to choose a student A to speak to student B. As simple as that. Okay. Student A, let me have Janet with Paola. Janet with Paola. Are you ready, guys? Janet and Paola? Paola, ready?
Yes. Yes, a
Okay.
question. I'm going to read the questions and my classmate is gonna to answer.
Correct. Then after there, they will ask you and you also answer.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's go. Janet, are you ready?
Here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I need to read the question.
Oh, yeah, you can read. No problem. That's okay.
Yeah. I need to ask her the first question. Yes.
Or ask her all the questions. Then after there, she will also ask you her questions.
Okay. Yeah. Have you ever been somewhere which was really exciting?
Yes, I have been in Tisana volcano. It was a really nice experience.
A moment. I'm really sorry for interrupting. When we are responding, let us try to use adjectives in ed and adjectives in ing. Yeah, continue, please.
Okay.
I'm sorry for interruption. I'm really sorry.
Have you recently heard of any news that was really interesting?
Yes, I've heard that the government is buying a lot of vaccines for Ecuadorian people. And that is very very interesting for us.
Let's continue, guys. We don't have a lot of time.
Yeah. Number 2.
Yeah. I asked to her.
Yeah,
okay.
Sure.
What makes you feel bored? What makes you feel bored?
It makes me feel bored when I don't travel.
Okay. Let's continue, guys.
Okay. I think, can you think of a very exciting TV program have you watched in the last few days?
Really, I didn't watch any program on the last days.
Okay. What was the most embarrassing day of your life?
The most embarrassing day of my life was when I lose my airplane on I was traveling to London and I lost my airplane in Holland. So that was embarrassing for me.
Okay. Do you find extreme sports relaxing? Why? Why not?
No, because I like easily sports, so it's not exciting for me that extremely sports.
Who was the most amazing person you've ever met?
The most amazing person was my aunt because I grew up with her because I don't have a mom, and she was she was a very interesting person. Yep,
When was the last time you felt really tired?
excited. I was very excited when I start again with my doing some working out. So I felt very excited.
What kind of books do you find interesting?
Um, I love Peruvian food uh, because they have a different food. Um, I don't know, the sources that they use are delicious.
Okay. My question was, what kind of books do you find interesting?
What kind of?
Books.
Books. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry. I like romantic books.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You have to be asked, Paola. Don't say goodbye yet.
Okay.
Yeah, but make it faster. Make it faster, please.
Yeah.
Okay.
Paola, when was the last time you felt absolutely astonished?
Okay, the last time when I felt astonished was when I traveled to Baños with my family.
Can you think of a very interesting book you've read recently?
Yes, okay. An interesting book that I read recently, it was the Kumanda book, I think, the story about this person.
Yeah. Have you ever been really relaxed?
Yes, I have been relaxed these days because I didn't have hard work.
Yeah. What was the last film you saw that was really scaring?
Okay, the last movie that I saw, it was Annabelle. I think it was a really scared movie.
Have you seen anything very frustrating on the news lately?
Yes, every day I think that we saw very frustrating things around the things that is happening in our country.
Yeah. Have you no, what is the most annoying part of your daily routine?
Okay, the most annoying part is when I have to get up.
Yeah. Has anything really impressing happened to you recently?
No, I didn't have nothing impressively that I uh, felt recently.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, guys, we're gonna cut the conversation to maximum 3 minutes, okay? Maximum 3 minutes. So let's have Sandra with Soraya, Sandra and Soraya. Let's go, Sandra with Soraya. You're gonna have 3 minutes, okay? So.
Okay. Soraya?
Yeah,
Have you ever
Sandra and Soraya.
Okay, Soraya, have you ever been somewhere which was really amazing?
Really not. Not I know somewhere which was really.
Come closer to the microphone, Soraya. You're not clear. Come closer to the microphone. Speak closer to the microphone, please.
Okay, sorry. Okay. The next question, please. Hello, can you hear me?
Go to the next question, Sandra, please.
Okay. When was the last time you feel absolutely embarrassed?
Okay, when I turn on my microphone in my university class. It was so embarrassing. Yes. The next question.
I don't know. Can you think of a very interesting book you read recently?
Yes, I love novels. Recently, I read a book called Good Morning Princess in English, but it's in Spanish.
Okay. Have you ever been really depressed?
Okay, about the pandemic, I spend time in my bed and I feel depressed sometimes when I didn't have anything to do.
What was the last film you saw that was really boring?
Okay, I don't like the movie. I don't like, no, all of movies that I've seen was very interesting. That's all.
Have you seen anything very enjoying on the news lately?
Or annoying. Can you repeat, please? Can you repeat?
Have you seen anything very enjoying on the news lately?
Okay. No, I didn't. No, I haven't. Sorry, I haven't. I don't see the news. I don't see the news.
What is the most relaxing?
Okay, time up. Let's have a moment. Let's have Soraya asking Sandra now.
Okay. Okay, Sandra. Have you recently heard of any news that was really annoying?
Yes, about the criminals is enjoy for me.
Okay. What makes you feel disappointed?
The meetings with my boss are boring for me.
Can you think of a very interesting TV program you watched in the last few days?
TV it's actually the TV programs, but a movie.
Okay. Number 4, what was the most exciting day of your life?
When my first daughter was born.
Do you find extreme sports amazing? Why and why not?
No, they are not. They are not amazing for me. They are dangerous.
Who was the most interesting person you've ever met?
Interesting. I never meet any interesting person in my life.
You have never met me.
Okay, number 7.
Okay.
When was the last time you felt really frustrated?
Frustrated for me when I know about the pandemic.
Last one question is, what kind of books did you find interesting?
Storybooks. I love a story. For that reason, I love storybooks.
That's all.
Okay, thank you guys. Thank you. Let us have Milton with Maria Pindo. Milton and Maria Pindo. Let's go, guys.
Okay, question number 1. Have you ever been somewhere which was really amazing?
Hello, Maria. Hello, Maria. Maria is not here. Allison, are you here?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, Milton, speak to Allison, please.
Okay, Allison. Have you ever been somewhere which was really amazing?
Yes, I have been somewhere that has been really amazing in Cancun.
Oh, that's wonderful. Number 2, when was the last time you felt absolutely embarrassed?
The last time I was fully embarrassed was when I almost forgot my cell phone in a dresser.
Okay. Number 3, can you think of a very interesting book you have read recently?
I really don't read books, but the most interested I heard is The Vampire Diaries.
Okay, that's good. Number 4, have you ever been really scared?
No, I haven't been really scared.
Okay, number 5, what was the last film you saw that was really interesting?
The last film I saw that was really interesting was The Blind Side.
Okay. 6, have you seen anything very amazing on the last news lately?
No, I haven't seen the news. Only I have heard that there's been injections for the people.
Okay. 7, what is the most relaxed part of your daily routine?
When I'm already in bed watching a movie.
Okay. 8, has anything really interesting happened to you recently?
Yes, something really interesting has happened when I visited my cousins in Ibarra.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Continue, guys. Continue.
Okay. Question number 1. Have you recently heard of any news that was really shocking?
Yeah, the BBC news was about the Israel and Palestine. It was recent. It was um, chatting news for me.
Okay. What makes you feel disappointed?
When my son gets felt bad grades, I feel disappointing.
Okay, can you think of a very boring program you've watched in these last few days?
Yeah, Can you repeat, please?
Can you think of a very boring TV program you've watched in the last few days?
Yeah, it was a cartoon program. It was a boring program for me.
Okay, what was the most relaxing day of your life?
On weekend, it was
Okay.
a relaxing day.
Do you find extreme sport exciting? Why not?
I think volleyball is an exciting sport because it helps you. It helps for me.
Okay. Who was the most annoying person you've ever met?
Can you repeat? I didn't listen to very well.
Who was the most annoying person you've ever met?
I think he's a policeman. He was very annoying person.
Okay, next. When was the last time you felt really exhausted?
When I was working until 12 p.m. at night, midnight. It was exhausting day.
Okay. What kind of books do you find interesting?
Poor Dad, Rich Dad. I think it's an interesting book.
Okay. Finish.
Okay, now we are going to have our last pair. Veronica, are you there, Veronica? Hello, Veronica.
Yes.
Yeah, Veronica, you're going to speak to Carla. Carla, are you here with us, Carla?
Yes.
Okay, Veronica and Carla, let's go, but let's make it faster, please.
Yes. Okay, yes. Yeah. The first student A.
Yeah,
yes.
correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you ever?
Hey,
no.
I called student A.
Student A. Yes.
No, Veronica is student B. Carla is student A.
Yeah.
I confused. Yeah. I do about questionnaire.
No problem. You can share the questions. You can share the questions. That's okay.
Yeah. Have you ever been somewhere which was really interesting?
Okay, wait. Can you repeat, please?
Have you ever been somewhere which was really interesting?
Oh, yes. Okay. Yes. I have been interesting in the shopping that I had like to buy the last week.
Yeah. When was the last time you felt absolute embarrassed?
Oh, yes. In one occasion when I forgot the money and I needed to pay the money in the bus and I don't have any money.
Yeah, thank you. Can you think of best book you have read recently?
I have been reading El amor en tiempos de cólera de Gabriel García Márquez. I think it's an interesting book.
Yeah. Have you ever been really excited?
Yes, I am very excited because when my mother, especially on weekend.
Yeah. What was the last film you saw that was really boring?
Bored. In general, I don't like to see films, but the boring film is?
Excuse me.
Okay, continue, please.
Okay. Have you recently heard of?
No, I complete because I number 6. Repeat. Have you seen anything very amazing on the news lately?
Okay, excuse me. Repeat again.
Have you seen anything very amazing on the news lately?
Okay, could you tell me again, because I am not concentrating in the topic.
Yeah, no problem. Continue with the next. What is the most relaxed part of your daily routines?
Okay, especially in the when I have free time after the lunch, because it's a time to rest. For example, an hour or 2 hours, for example. I think is the most relaxing time.
Yeah. Has anything really interesting happened to you recently?
I think an interesting thing. When I saw a commercial about the how to prepare a healthy food. I think it's very interesting for me.
Yeah, thank you. Your questions.
Okay, my question, I say, have you recently heard of any news that was really amazing?
Amazing. Yes, I heard I have read a news amazing. For example, our experiment in the Olympics game, Ecuadorian experiment classifying sport in Olympics game.
Okay. Second, what makes you feel confused?
In this moment, I confused.
Yes. Okay. Number 3, can you think of a very exciting TV program you watched in the last few days?
Yeah. For example, the which pictures, the Korean pictures. I watched the last day.
Okay. What was the most boring day of your life?
Oh, I don't remember. I don't know. When I make a file, for example, in registro civil in our city, suppose, I don't know.
Okay. Do you find extreme sport exhausting?
For example, skate. Skate, it's for me the extreme sport because I don't can skate.
Okay. Who was the most annoyed person you've ever met?
I know the last authority in the last school. This is annoying for me. Annoyed person for me.
Okay. What was the last time you felt really worried?
Worried?
Yes.
What time? The last time in the pandemic, I feel really annoyed.
Okay. And the last, what kind of books do you find depressing?
My kind book is a mystery book.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, that has marked the end of our class today. I'll be sharing an activity for you to practice. Goodbye and see you next week. Ciao, everyone.